Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons. Alright, Happy Hills. Just quickly go over the challenges that I aim to do because I did miss one at the other thing. Did not get enough soul energy, but never mind that. Right, so I need to open all the heroes' entrances, take control of all hidden libraries, find all the hidden treasures, win the game, win the level of course, and do not upset the zombie king. And the rest is all meaningless fluff. Let's get going. Let's see what the heroes bring this time.
You're finally here, O hero of the underworld and master of terror. I have already dispatched dozens of scouts to spy upon the land and its people. Many of these groveling worms never made it back, but what can you do? This is a hero's entrance, master. We should concentrate on materials for the time being. We'll need a few of these repulsive good and bulgy-eyed heroes for that, so that we can squeeze them. I'm sure that you are well aware of how to handle this bunch, O Lord of Terror.
Yeah. I do not like how Mr. Sidekick is trying to be subservient, but at the same time is almost giving me orders still. It's wrong. It shouldn't be. Alright, so we've got access to an old tower, so we've got vampire bats at our disposal. Which is, I guess, better than nothing. Alright, I want to expand. And I want as much coverage as possible. Let's also start building up my goblin force. Let's see. So, yeah, this one I will never do. I want as much soul energy as I can possibly fit in here. But I need to get prestige. Currently I do not have any soul energy. I'm gonna be expecting... I have no idea what I'm gonna be expecting. That is interesting. Alright. Also, I have a couple of skill points available. Alright, let's finish the sweeping blow. The rest of this tree is neat, but not necessary. Ooh, already got a quest done, apparently. Instead, I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna get Magic
You
Missile.
have learned a new spell.
Not because Magic Missile is particularly good, but because it's the cheapest one to get. And it basically just does what it says. Gives me a barrage of magic missiles to fling at my opponents. It does barely any damage. Now for the real damage dealers I really need to use fireballs and all that, but I don't have any. And I could get them, I think. Let's see. Yeah, here, the fireball spell. And I think there's another one I could get. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because since I'm going for mostly a melee focused tree. Yeah. Part of my problem with the main character is that he has no character. I mean, I know they made a bit of a joke about it in Overlord, if I'm gonna jump back to a game that is much better at characterization, where the peasants mistake him briefly for a pair of halflings holding up a suit of armor. Now, of course, this is not true, but in this case, he might as well just be a pair of halflings holding up a piece of armor for how much interaction he gives. Anyway. Got Oh, 8 points, alright. Just boost my strength a bit. I'm gonna keep about 5 more agility and strength, and about equal strength and constitution. And intelligence is going to lag behind, because I don't need it as much. I will not upgrade my intelligence most likely, because there is a use for it. Mostly my mana bar. And I will need mana if I want to be able to use my spells and my other stuff. And a hero came in, right? Oh, over here. Just a couple of adventurers. They just want treasure and they want to have damage done. Well, I can satisfy their treasure needs. Alright. Let's actually turn it off for a moment. Let's dig around. Yeah, I know I can't mine granite. I'm not aiming for the granite. Yeah, I want the rare rats. Now again, I don't need to burrow to it, but it's nice to have. Alright, none of you do that, please. Now these heroes will not give me any soul energy because they were never satisfied. Which is a bit of a pity. Alright. I still got some population points. Don't want to oversaturate myself with too many stuffs. But these bats are not really sufficient. And these piles of treasure are even less efficient. But what the hey, at least she's got some soul energy. Alright. So my attack value is 88%. That'll guarantee that I'll hit most things. And at least it will ensure that I have some soul energy. So let's put up some wall shelves smørbrød. Smørbrød, yeah. Is there any special things? Let's see. It's defeat at least heroes. Yeah, that's fine. Bow to the boss. Do not build any piles of treasure. Yeah, no, not gonna bother with that. Treasure is really the only way I have to actually get some attention. This is in range. Can I upgrade anything? Not yet. So there's where's the portal over here? Mostly adventurous by the looks of it, but there is a chance I get an office. Well, an office will want library. So I should schedule, I should plan for one.
Inside a real dungeon before.
And this entrance is not going to tell me what it's going to give me. This entrance, again, mostly adventurous, but a little bit more chance for other stuff. I'm running out of population points. Yeah, I'm going to have to tear down a vampire bat nest. I can put a couple of small prisons in here, I guess. Well, at least the game is kind enough to provide me with some gimmicks. In the prison though, so it doesn't really help much. And there's another entrance over here that I will want to access. I'll have to do that the long way around though. Since I do not want heroes coming in through my dungeon. Through my prison, rather. I do want to get them in my dungeon, but not quite the same thing. Right, so I think I can get rid of you. And yeah, that's will do.
I should reach the next level soon.
Let's get some light over here, so they can see what they're stealing. And can I put down a pit? Yes. Yay! More soul energy, more prestige. Give me more prestige. Right, we have the rat cave. So now I can actually increase my realm a great deal. So I'm gonna replace the vampire bats over there. Get rid of that nest. Alright, she's almost full up. She just wants more treasure. That is fine. Absolutely fine. Alright, full up. Almost full up. Good enough. You get a bonus if you actually fill them completely up. But right now I'm just working towards getting whatever I need. Alright, I don't need that then. Just clear the way to this area. Because I kind of want to get rid of all the vampire bats. Alright, give me more goblins. And also, let's get back. Alright, can I get built better treasure yet? No. Need more prestige. Alright, let's put some more random stuff in the hallways.
Forward! Foul villains!
And I can't build this yet because I don't have enough prestige. Right. Why don't you get comfortable and sit over here? Right, at least I've got a steady supply of this stuff. I think I can get rid of this one now. And the reason why I'm trying to expand more with the were rats is because, again, they give me more influence, which is a great deal more important to me than whatever else is going on. Right, another rat cave. That'll definitely help to boost my population. Alright, still not quite enough, but I do have access to the next level of prestige objects. So let's get some more prestige stuff. Now, you just want to suffer damage. Right. And you need a little bit more treasure and suffer a little bit more damage. Alright, the bats might do it still. But I will need to start boosting my creatures. At least I got this one under my wing. Alright, I've opened that up. Not enough soul energy for the next step.
Should be interesting to see what there is to discover here.
And they've gone tougher.
The enemy.
Alright, this one has fully loaded
Next level soon.
and given me some free soul energy. Time to kill. Right. That'll definitely help. Still not quite at the right level for a library. Oh no, I can actually do it now. Good.
Ah, you have begun to build a library, Master. Greedy novices will soon pounce on it to satisfy their pathetic need for knowledge.
The library is a room. Rooms need a minimum size of 2 by 2 fields. In order to work, a library must contain an interaction gimmick and at least one capacity and one efficiency gimmick. Interaction gimmick determines how much of this hero can satisfy the library. What boss him and moves on. Capacity gimmicks are cumulative and determine how much stock the library has to offer. Efficiency gimmicks are cumulative and determine how quickly the library stock refills. One can imagine the reduction in library stock like this. The knowledge to be found in a given library is initially unknown, and therefore interesting. With every hero, however, it becomes more and more general knowledge, and therefore uninteresting. In time, however, the heroes forget the knowledge gained there, and it becomes interesting again. But you can think of your own explanation if you want. Well, thank you, game, for giving me that option. But yeah, basically, you will want to have loads of capacity, and you may want to switch out the standard capacity you have available to you, depending on your gold supply, of course, and your prestige limit. You can obviously tailor this to whatever heroes come in, and since I can't really do much at the moment, I'll just put some random stuff in. And then look at the lectern over here. Right, so this library can store up to 280 knowledge. And it regains about 1 per second. With what I currently have stationed here. Ooh, next level! The huge shelf wall, the shelf on the wall. Alright. More skulls. And again, it's really only in your best interest to only use the gimmicks you have access to at the highest level, because, well, anything lower is just a waste of soul energy at this point. Right. Let's spookify the place. And expand. And I also want to expand this way. Right, we're not quite through on that side yet. Alright, now there's a chance there will be novices over here. So I'm just gonna build more libraries. There's no limit on how many libraries you have in your dungeon, or really any other rooms. Like for instance the equipment room or the armory. But it depends really on where the heroes are coming from and what they desire.
Wow.
Does you really no good to put a library in a hall where you know there will only be warriors, for instance. But that will do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.